Well, hello. I'm back. It's another Thursday, 7 p.m. You're back with Mark from Visible Image. What a day. What a day. I've been very busy today. The last of our design team have just sent all of the samples for the next release. So, can't wait. I've been photographing all day. I know. There's been a lot. There's been a lot. The design team have done some amazing work with the new stamps and stencils. So I can't wait to share those with you very, very soon. So keep watching. Why are we down here anyway? Why? Oh, wrong camera, Mark. Wrong camera. Wake up. There we go. That's what you... Oh. Shall I start again, everybody? Shall I start again? I am Mark Alexander. And thank you for tuning in today, tonight, this morning, this evening, for another edition of Craft with Mark. A little bit of a chat as well, a nice crafty chat. So yeah, so nice to see everybody here. Who have we got here now? Well, we've got quite a few people here. Were you here from the restart when the camera was pointing down when it should have been pointing at me? Well, there we go. Who have we got here tonight? We've got quite a few. We've got Jeanette. We've got Nicola here as well. Angie. Ali. We've got all of you here. It's great to be here. Well. Yeah, as I say, the design team, we'll start again. The design team have been busy behind the scenes making amazing samples for the next release. I personally love this release that's coming. It's good because obviously there's, without giving anything away, something old, something new, and then, yeah, nothing borrowed, nothing blue, or whatever the saying goes. They are reworks of some older designs that everyone has been begging for. You've been saying, please, can we have these back? When will they come back? Or please bring them back. So we've brought some of our older designs back, revamped them up a bit, made them a bit more 2025. But they're great because now these will coordinate with the last release as well. So it's really, really cool. So if you've bought into the last release, you're going to want these ones as well because it kind of flows together. It will really flow in brilliantly. I personally love it. I know the design team have been loving it. They've been creating some amazing work. So I can't wait. I can't wait to share that with you next week. So keep an eye out. I think we'll probably have to do a launch next week. Yeah. So we will definitely do a launch next week. Yes. So there will be definitely a new launch next week. I know. Before Christmas as well. Isn't that crazy? Having a brand new launch before Christmas. Most companies are like going quiet and ready for like February or time. But no, we're going to give you something before Christmas. And you know, you'll be able to get your hands on it, I'm sure. Well, if you want it, maybe it's for yourself, or maybe it's going to be for a gift for somebody. Tell your husbands about it. Say that's what I want, and they'll get it in. So all I can say is keep your eyes peeled for those. Let's have a look at a few hellos here. Yes, it's the design team are here saying, oh, it's an amazing release. It is an amazing release, without giving anything away much. Yeah, so yeah, it's been, so I've been busy being the photographer, photographing lots of things today because, you know, if you want to get some of it done right, do it yourself. So I am photographing most of the products, and then I shall create a nice little video that will showcase the design team, what they've been making. It's great because being able to share that with you guys, that will give you the inspiration that you need. That will keep you going for a long, long time. Years to come, I would say. So yeah, so tonight, I'm reading a few, let me just put my glasses on. I can't see as well these days. Still haven't got new glasses yet, but I will have. Right, let's have a look. Yeah. Saying, oh, saying that it's an amazing release, but I think my favourite ever stamp set is in it. Ooh, okay. Angie saying exciting news. Angie, it is exciting news. I know. I wouldn't have thought that I would bring out something. Technically, launch date is next Tuesday. Tuesday the 9th, I do believe. So, I know. A couple of weeks before Christmas, but hey, my gift, my present to you guys, all right? So, if you're watching and wondering what it is, come back next week and you will see. Some amazing stuff, some great new stencils as well. Brand new stencils. So, they work perfectly with this release. And, of course, they'll work with the other stamps as well. So, it's gonna be a great time, honestly. So, if you want to... yeah, maybe we'll do a giveaway next week. I think we'll do that. I'll speak to the powers above. Not literally above, but, you know, above me. And I will get some, I will do some giveaways next week. We'll do that, yeah. So come back next week. But please do subscribe. Okay, let's take this off now, because you know who I am. Please do subscribe and ring the bell, because although my official day for our anything live that we do is on a Thursday, launch day is on a Tuesday. So I may just do a Tuesday live. We'll see. I'm not planning it, but I may just decide to do a Tuesday live and a Tuesday launch. Why not? We'll see. Right, so tonight, what has everybody been doing this evening? I have not long had my evening meal, dinner, or tea as they used to call it when I was a kid in school. Tea. What's for tea? Yeah, so I said to Helen it was a midweek roast, but it's not, because Wednesday is technically kind of midweek, isn't it? It was a Thursday, it's Thursday, so I had a roast dinner, I know. A Thursday roast dinner. When I was a child, roast dinners were always only on a Sunday. And then it was like Sunday, roast dinner, then bath, and then bed, ready for school on Monday. Ah, those were the days, eh? Yeah. Sharing a bath, sharing the bath water, not literally sharing the bath, but maybe when I was little, sharing the bath water. Oh, how disgusting is that? Showers every day for me there. So there we go. Brenda's here as well. Brenda's probably thinking back, oh yeah, sharing the old bath water. It's all right if you're the first one in, but if you're the third or fourth one, yeah, not nice, is it? Brenda, have you been away? You have been away. Brenda's been on holiday, haven't you, Brenda? I know, slightly jealous, to say the least. We have Gillian here as well. Hello, Gillian. So, shall I? So tell me what you had for dinner, and I'll talk. I'll have a read whilst I talk about what I'm going to do tonight. Okay. So I'm going to have a play. So before I start, I'm going to have a play with some new products that I bought. I'd say maybe 6 months ago, possibly. I bought these products 6 months ago. Never used them, but I had a quick 5-minute spray, I think, before we started, just to see what they were like. And I wasn't going to use these tonight, but I like them so much, I'm thinking of using these instead. So I'm going to use this new product, which is new to me. It's not a brand new product. It's I bought a load of these Dina Wakley Media Glossy Sprays. You know what I'm like for sprays. I like loads of spray. I like sprays. So I bought some of these, but I've never used them until about 10-15 minutes ago. I had a bit of a spray with them, and I liked the results. So I'm going to have a play with those to see what comes out. And you know me, I'm a distressed guy. I use the distressed sprays and the oxide sprays. Yeah, so I do like them. I do like the Lindy's ones, but I don't have any of those left. So in the meantime, I'm going to use these Dina Wakley ones, because these are, I like the results. So we'll have a play with that, and you can see what they're like. I also bought, I think last week or the week before, I was talking about alcohol pens. Wow, I had some alcohol pens arrive. So yes, I'm going to have a play with them. So we're going to do some colouring with alcohol pens. So I'm going to be bringing in one of the old favourite stamps of mine, which I do really love. But the alcohol pens I bought were, what were they? Oh, Hunky Dory. I know, look at me name dropping left, right and centre here. So I'm not getting paid for that. You owe me. If you're watching Hunky Dory, you owe me. No. No, the Hunky Dory pens, so they were a great offer, great selection, great colours, so I thought, why not? Let's do it. So I've got some Hunky Dory alcohol pens. My other pens were kind of like way past it. They're like, they must be like nearly 10 years old. They're starting to dry out now and give up the ghost. I've been using them for so long. They were Crafter's Companion ones, nothing wrong with them at all. I just thought I'd have a change, you know, and they were on offer. So I think that the price was a factor that just before Christmas, the price was a factor. I decided that I was going to buy them. They were on offer, and I thought, why not? So that's what we're going to do tonight. What we're going to play with. So let's have a look. Can I have on camera? There we go. Right. Okay, move my glass out of the way. Right. So I am going to have a play with an old favourite of mine, which I'd really... Where are we going with this camera now? Go, wake up. Wrong camera. So I'm all fingers and thumbs tonight, I must admit. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Right, try again. Normally it's preset, but I press one of the different presets and it kind of moves completely in a different place. You have to program it. Okay. So what we have here is one of my all-time favourite character stamps. This is Max Rocks. He does have a sister called Molly. I'm not playing with Molly tonight. I am just going to stamp Max and colour him in, and we'll do a background as well. So what stencil am I going to use? Ooh, that's a good point actually, stencil. Where's my stencil gone? Aha. Right, so I'm also going to use one of my old favourites as well. And this is the Distressed Brick, which is still really cool, very useful indeed. So it kind of goes with them. But that kind of whole distressed brick thing, that works well with flowers as well. If you're doing flowers, maybe a garden scene, that looks really well like that. So I'm going to use that as a background. We're going to use some texture paste. Yeah, and we're going to have a play. So, as I say, I don't know. Now, you'll have to check on the website for yourself at visibleimage.com. Maybe check out Hobby Maker as well, because sometimes the products are duplicated in both areas. But Max did have a set of dies that just saved you a few minutes when you're, instead of cutting them out, fussy cutting them out. It's entirely up to you. Maybe you do like fussy cutting, but I do remember there's some dies that went with this. Don't know whether you still got them anymore. What's Jeanette saying now? Oh, Jeanette's saying she loves them both, yeah. Oh, and who's this now? Saying, hooray, caught you live. Hi, everyone from work, New York. Hey, look, I'm not going to tell them. I won't tell them, will you? Oh, where's that? What's that gone? There we go. I won't say anything. Shout out your name. I'm sorry, I can't see your name. Card Art Plus by Oz. So are you kind of like an Australian living in New York? I don't know. Shout out your name to me. Sometimes I can see these things on YouTube. Sometimes I can't. It depends on where you're watching it from, of course. So yeah, I'm going to have a play with those today because I think it'd be a good idea. Cool. I like those both. And right, so let's make a start. Right, backgrounds. Okay, so normally I'd probably use possibly some white grit paste, but I decided that I was going to go for some black. Okay, and surprisingly enough, or not surprisingly enough, I've kind of ran out of my black paste, but that was fine. I did have other paste. I had some glossy one, and I wasn't going down the glossy route with it. So instead of using this grit paste, I've got some Cosmic Shimmer, which is a glittery one, but when it dries, it dries like glittery black. And this one's called Midnight. I don't even know whether you can get it anymore, but Cosmic Shimmer have been taken over, so that you may see that in the future. I do not know. Look, another name drop as well. Right, okay, let's do this, shall we? So I've got my card blank. So this is like 6 by 6 inches, close as, or it's 150 centimeters in centimeters. 150, sorry, yeah, 15 centimeters. 15 by 15 is about 6 inches roughly. Okay. I don't know why I'm telling you that. I just say work it out. You know. Right. Get my stencil, and this is a great one. This is called Distressed Brick. Again, I honestly did not check that this was actually available on the website, but you know, hey ho. I'm not trying. I'm trying hard to sell you things. Not. It doesn't. You know, it's about, you know. Sometimes you've got the things. Sometimes you don't have the things. So you know where to go. Visibleimage.com or your local stockist, whichever is closest to you. Always try and support your local stockists. They may have things that we don't have online, and vice versa. So do check out your stockists where possible. Right, so let me get a palette knife. So I've got a palette knife, and I've got to open this up now. As you can probably see when I open it up, it's kind of like, it looks kind of greyish black, but when it's, I can assure you that when it's dry, it does go black. So I'm just going to put some texture glittery texture paste through. Weirdly enough, I've been looking for this stuff for a long time, and when I found it, I must have bought about 6 tubs of it, because I do like this colour. I do like black, and I like black glitter, so this kind of works really well, right up my street. So, you know when you like something and you go, right, I'm having half a dozen of them. That's exactly what I did. So I'm just going to paste this through. Again, you can do it, you know, completely if you want to, or just miss bits out. It's entirely up to you. It'll work both ways, whichever way you do it. Depends how precise you wish to be today. So I'm just scraping that through there. Wasting not much. Okay. Oh, I missed that bit there. Let's fill that. Okay, put the excess back in the pot. So I'm just reading a few of your comments here. Olga! It's Olga, right, okay. And last name Zaki, best initials ever. The great and powerful, yes. Yes. Very popular at the moment is Oz. Right. Talking about Oz, I do miss our Wizard of Oz stamps. I know there's some still online. Who knows? Might have to bring them back. We'll see. Something that decisions were made before, probably the wrong ones are in, you know, because I do really like them. Again, dies as well. You know, dies to cut them out. I know. Shout out if you still use dies to cut out things like characters and outlines of things, because I know I just really would love to know what customers want. If you don't want dies anymore, then we won't do them. But if you still think there's a need for them, then let me know. It's always good to ask the people who use the products, what do you think? Let me know. Maybe we'll do a poll to see, so you can see how that is now. Again, we don't worry about this because we're going to trim that down anyway. And you know, once again, it's kind of blackish grey, but when it's dried, it does dry. That kind of grey goes black, and it's gorgeous. Now, I'm not going to obviously wait that long to do it or artificially dry it for you. I've already got one I've done, haven't I? Yes, I have. So just bring this one here. That I did about half an hour ago, and I put on the radiator to dry. So again, now you can see how it does dry black and glittery. I do like that. So I'm going to put this one down. We'll take that one away. In fact, turn it upside. Well, we'll leave it. I don't know which way to do it. Can't decide. I think I'll do it that way. Yeah. So I'll put this one to one side, and I'll use that again. So now we've got a nice background, which is nice and dry. Again, ready to use for my next stage. So this is where we get these sprays out. Now, I'm just reading some of the comments. Angie's saying she loves dyes. And Olga's saying that she's got the Oz collections. Well, awesome. That's good to know. Good to know. Really good. Pleased to know that. Okay. I see. I would use them for especially sometimes you don't want to be fussy cutting out. I don't want to be doing millions of dies. I just think certain dies that you can't go without. And if you're a fan of visible image and you've got maybe the drinks, see the drinks lend themselves to definitely having dies. I don't know about you guys, but if you've got the drink sets, maybe the beer and the gin and the whiskey, all of those, they all came with dies, but with good reason, because it's so easy. You can stamp it, die cut it out, and you've got some great ephemera there, ready to go. Colour it in any way you want to. I do like that, especially sometimes you haven't got time. Maybe you want to cut loads of them out. I don't know, but I know that sometimes time is a help. Right, so I'm looking at this now. Let's use these sprays, shall we? Now, I said to you earlier that I've only just started playing with these. I haven't even wrapped this one, so we're gonna have to unwrap it as we go in. As I'm using them, I'll unwrap them. I told you these when 6 months they've been sat on my shelf. They look pretty, but you know what it's like. There's no point in having something that look pretty. You want to use it. So, is it me, or is the only thing that you hate about new sprays and things is taking all the cellophane and stuff off? One of the most annoying things ever. Right. Okay, so this is called fuchsia. I should be shaking these as well as I go. What else we got? Oh, we've got turquoise here. So I'm kind of shaking them all. Oh, we've got green there as well. So nice. Lime. What are the colours we've got here? I haven't tried that one yet. So there's a few colours I haven't tried, and we'll have a look to see where we go, what we start with. So I'll put these down here. I'll just grab a few more here. Oh, I like this one. Magenta? That looks like a pinky colour to me. We'll see what that comes out. Yeah, we'll see. I like that one. Maybe have a blue as well, and an orange and a yellow. Yeah. So I've got a few of the colours here. Again, I can't remember how many colours I bought, but you know what I'm like. You've got to buy it. You've got to buy it all. Okay. One thing I have to remember is that I had a bit of a play with these earlier on, and I sprayed, because these are what do they call them? Glossy acrylic spray. They're not like the water-based sprays where it's just a case of you can wipe it up. It does take a bit more oomph to get to clean up after use. So, with that in mind, bearing that in mind, I shall just try and keep it clean and simple as I'm going, because I don't want to make too much of a mess and I can't clean it up. So let me just put a bit of tissue down, because I know how much mess I'm going to make. Right, let's have a look. Put that down there, that down there. Hopefully we won't get in too much of a mess. Okay, thinking, don't want that way up. I'm just trying to think logically in my head. Right, okay, I think we'll go with that. Or do I want to go that way? No, we'll stay that way up. Okay, so we can see that in there now. Right, so first colours first, and I think I'm going to go with this magenta. Don't really know how magenta-y it actually is, and I don't even know how these will mix together. So we'll have a play now. Oh, that's different. Okay. This one's called cheddar. I presume it's a kind of orange. Oh, I like that. That's orange. We'll have some yellow again. This is the kind of thing you do if you're maybe you've got a bit of brain fog. You can't decide on what you're going to create. That's a light green. Maybe got darker green. Ooh. No, I'm not going to play that one. Right, green. Turquoise. Oh, that's a nice colour. Blue. Oh, I haven't even opened this one up. See? Open these up as I go. This is what you call planning, but it's fine. It's all real time, no messing around. Okay, let's do this. Again, new products, have a play. I want to see how they kind of dry as well. I thought they were going to dry quite shiny, so that's what I'm after. Oh, I like that darker blue there. And do we have a purple? Fuchsia. Fuchsia. I don't know whether that's purple or not. Is that purpley? That fuchsia is more like a... Maybe that to me is more magenta, but hey, that's fine, it's all good. And might add a little bit more green there, just because I can. Again, just go over those colours again. Add more if you want to. I think I'm going to maybe do a bit of yellow there. And I like mixing that up a bit. Okay, so I'm going to dry these off now to see what we got. Cheddar is one of my favourite colours of gloss sprays. Is that right, Jeanette? Ah, did not know you had gloss sprays. How come I'm the last person to play with gloss sprays? Right, so I'm going to just dry this off now. Now, I'm presuming the word gloss in it makes the going to be a bit more vivid, and I can already see there's a difference. So, with normal distressed water-based sprays, these are the kind of like the black texture paste would stay blacker, but I do like the idea that it's kind of colouring that over the top, which is nice. I do like that as well. That's really cool. So I'm just going in there, drying this off. And you know, this is what I love about this. It's like playing with something new that you've never played with before. It's just great to have a play. I do like that. Again, I don't know how long these take to dry. They do dry quite quickly, actually. Good call. And I can see that they do have a shine to them, a bit of a sheen, which is nice because obviously with your distress sprays, they're quite matte looking, and the same with the oxides, they look a little bit chalky. So this is different again. This is quite nice to have something that's kind of shiny, and I do like that. So I'm just kind of dabbing up any excess bits there. It's still very wet. So I'm just going over this now, and we'll take this away in a second when they're dry. I do like that, it's really nice. Oh, Jeanette's saying that she thinks she's got all the colours. How many colours are there? Because I'm trying to work out how many colours I've got. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, maybe I've got 19 colours. I don't know how many colours there are. So this is looking good. I like that. I like the way it's actually the colours have blended together quite nicely. And let's move this out of the way. So what do I like about it? Okay, so if I zoom in just a little bit to that camera, we can have a look to see what that's like. Oh, see now you can see how I mean, it's dry, but look how shiny that is. Really, really cool. I do like that. Very, very vivid. Yeah, that's really, really nice. Different, totally different to what I've been used to using. I think I found one of my new favourite products there actually. Again, really works well. So I like that. Okay, what we're going to do next is we're just going to, I don't know whether to put some distress on the edges. Might distress the edges here. Right, say I'll get some black soot here and a blending tool. Okay. And I'm just going to lightly go over those edges there. Just kind of darken it up a little bit. Again, I don't know how this will work together, whether they work together or not. Kind of does. Didn't have that much effect, but it does make it a little bit darker on the edges there. Again, I don't want too much there because I want it nice and bright. I want that eye to be pulled into the center of your project. So that will just work perfectly. Okay, so that's nice. Right. So that's the background. Again, very, very easy, but I like that. So that's going to work really well. So I am going to just quickly clean my mess up for a second. Get that out of the way. Okay. Clean up as I go. Right, and I've got a card blank there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick this down. So I'm going to use my trusty tape gun. So it's just nice that, you know, creating this on a, I don't know what you've been up to today, but the weather hasn't been brilliant. Not here in Wales anyway. So perfect time for me to be doing some photography. Again, I like to be able to video the, you know, to create a little video of all the amazing work that's been created for the new release. And it's just another way of showing it off, you know, to lots of different people in one go. And they're all in one place rather than, you know, obviously, you know, photographs are in different areas of different locations. Sometimes you don't get to see them all. Right, so I'm just pressing down on this here. I'm trying not to get any inky fingers, but well, it's dry, so it is pretty much dry. I like that. Okay. Now, as you can see, we've got this gorgeous background here going on. Very, very cool, very different, and very bright and shiny. I do like that. Great. Okay, so next thing we want to do is we're going to get the stamp out for Max, and we're just going to stamp him out. Right. I'm just going to move this out of the way a second. I'm going to bring in Max. And I'm going to stamp it on a piece of cardstock here. Right. Just make sure he's in the right place. There we go. Right. So I'm going to use some ink. I'm going to use some the Versifying Clair. I know. I love the effect. They're right up your. They are definitely right up my street. Yes, definitely up my street. I don't know why they've been sat on my shelf for so long, looking pretty and not being used. So it's always a good call to grab it and use it. So I'm just going to stamp this out. I love Max. Max is such a great character. Great for kind of male or teenager cards, really cool. Again, just go back in there with your ink if you want it a little bit darker, because obviously going to heat emboss him with some clear embossing powder. So I just want it a little bit darker. Just go back in. Again, take your time. One of the good things is you don't have to press down really hard. It's really, really easy to do. So we just take that off there. Look at that, gorgeous, isn't he? And I do like the fact that he's got his mobile phone in his hand, he's got a hand in his pocket, he's got those chains going on there. Just so cool. And, you know, different colour hair, he looks totally different. Different colour t-shirt, you know. There's just so many ways that you can colour him in. It's amazing. So let me just get some piece of card so I can use some clear embossing powder. So I am using the Wow, because that is the one I always use. One of my favourite embossing powders. What does everybody else use? Do you use Wow embossing powder, or do you have another brand that I do not know of that is your favourite? I would love to know. It's always nice to know what's going on in the world. Sometimes you can live in a bit of a bubble and not know. So I'm just going to heat emboss him now. Again, take your time there, make sure it's hot enough before you start. Again, once it starts changing, just carry on moving along. And we're done. Okay, so as you can see here, he's nice and shiny now, which is good. That's good because I like that. When you're colouring them in, it just helps with following those guidelines there. Very, very cool indeed. I do like that. Okay, so what I have got, and just to save precious seconds, I have already, I've already die cut them out because A, you can't see me die cut them out, so it was pointless. And you know, even if I did it by hand, it would be incredibly boring. So I'm going to put him to one side, and we've got our instantly cut Max, which I do like. Love that. Absolutely love it. So again, if you see, I think I've got my die pad. See, look, there's what the dies that you get in the set for Max. So you kind of get all the dies to cut out the main elements there. You'll cut Max out. You've got the skull. You've got the can. You've got this the chain. You've got the actual sentiment as well. So all the main things are there. So really, really cool. If you've got those, or if you can find them, grab them. Because I do not know when they will be coming back. But again, this is a great set. I absolutely love this set. So we've got an instant Max here. So next thing we want to do is we want to colour him in. So the next thing we want to do is we've got to grab some pens, and I will show you the pens that I bought. Just because. Look at this, I got a whole tub full here. So I bought 96 pens, all in. I just put them all in my my one tub here that I have for all my pens. I know I don't have a posh rack or anything, but they're all there, all the colours there, and you know, they work really well. So again, these are the Prism alcohol markers. These are by Hunky Dory. Again, there's a few things I do like about these. The bobbly top, I do like that because, let's go zoom in just a touch there. Yeah, so I do like the bobbly top there. So you can just grip, it's easy to grip, to pull it off. I do like that. Same on both sides, you get the chisel tip. Oh, see, these are brand new. Chisel tip, and then obviously the bullet nib on the other side. I like that. What else do I like about these? Oh, there's that little band there as well. Just shows you that that's the. I know there's a little picture there as well, but that actual band definitely shows you that this is the final one. So yeah, it's cool. I do like these. So I'm going to get a couple of pens out now. We're going to colour him in, and then we're going to stick him down, and we're just going to. Oh, what else did I cut out as well? Just to save a little bit of time. So I did cut out a couple of cans. I thought I cut out 3 cans, but I've lost one. And the You Rock sentiment as well. Oh, I found the can. I found the 3rd can. I thought maybe do things in 3s. So we've got 3 cans. I don't think I cut that one out very straight, but that's fine. It's all good. It doesn't matter. Right, so that. And then we've got the You Rock sentiment, which I really like. And then we've got the main character. So I think I'm not going to take too long in colouring them in, but we'll just go with the flow and see. Again, I've never used these pens before, so these are all brand new to me. And I'm going to have to find the colours as I'm going. I don't even know whether they'll work together in the same way, so I'll just have to kind of work on the colours as I'm going. Again, it shouldn't take too long doing this. I'll just quickly choose the colours. That's good. Okay. Right, so I'll just again, you know, you don't have to be amazing at colouring things in. You know, I don't consider myself an expert, but to be honest with you, I can never justify the price of like spending, you know, £5 on one pen. It's just or more. I don't know how much a single Copic pen is. For me, I don't use them. You know, if you use them every day non-stop, and if you were some kind of amazing professional, then maybe. But I've got so many other things I want to buy, and I just can't justify that for one thing when you're just maybe using it every now and again. And if you're only colouring in small areas, it's not really going to make that much difference, really. Not for what I do anyway. So again, that's my excuse for not spending so much money on pens. And these seem to work well. The nibs are quite nice. They're not really soft and they're not really hard either. They're just kind of just right, I think. So again, very easy to colour in this. Oh, just missed that bit there. Nice to be able to zoom in on there as well, so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Let's just zoom. There we go. Oh, there we go. Very, very close up. You see all my dirty hands and fingers. Right. Okay. So I'm just going over this. Again, you know, sometimes it's nice to be able to show you up close as to what's going on, what I'm doing. Cameras are good like that, so that's good. Right. So again, one single colour for that. Jeans. I might use a bit of blue. I don't know what these see. As I haven't played with any of these colours before, this what I'm doing now is entirely brand new to me. So I don't even know what these colours will come out like. I'm just having to play whether they're the right colours. Again, I'm just going to go with it. It's either it's right or it's wrong, and it's just one of those things that you just kind of live with. I'm just going to go with a jeanish bluey colour. I may be able to go in with a second colour here now. As I said, my previous pens just died after so much use in them, or not using them. I mean, I do use the pens quite often, but you know, again, they're old. They're really, really old. So I think I can see better on my monitor what I'm colouring than actually looking with my real eyes. There we go. Through my glasses. Funny that. Okay. So this is where the therapeutic part comes in. Again, just take your time. It's certainly not a hard thing to colour in. Okay. Now I might just go in with that slightly darker colour there. If I can find a darker red, I might just touch up on there as well. Oh, that blue is quite dark, but that's fine. Kind of live with it, you know. Sometimes life is too short to be too concerned about, you know, whether you got the exact colour there. I mean, maybe you want to spend longer than I will doing this, but I'm certainly not spending ages doing this at all. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm just a little bit of light and dark here. You know, you don't have to be exact. You just get the kind of feel of where you're going with this. Skin's always a bit of a hard one to do. I would find it hard to do. So I'm just kind of looking for the right kind of skin colour. And because I mixed them all up, I probably do not know. I can't remember what it says. Barley beige. No, don't know what that colour that is. I'm not even sure what skin colour works with these pens, so we're just going to have a play and see. Milky white. Milky white. I've never seen some of these colours before. These ones are definitely new to me. Again, I'm not even sure how they work. Peach. Pastel peach. That's interesting to see. I'm kind of learning as I go here with those colours. Oh, that's quite a pale colour. And what's that one like? That one's near enough invisible. I'll just see what these colours are like. Okay. Right. We'll have a try with these three and see what happens. Again, first three I've picked out, so if it's wrong, it's wrong. Quite pale colour, mustn't it? Let's go with this with a more of a defined colour, I think. What's this one like again? See, very, very pale. Great skin colours though, but they're a bit too pale for my liking. I just chucked them all in the I chucked them all straight into the into the tub without even looking at whether they had proper, like, you know, a skin tone blend or anything like that. I just kind of went with it. Oh, that is a very pinky colour. So I'm just going to quickly see what this comes out like. See, sometimes you can combine the colours and we'll get somewhere that we want with this. Even if I think it's slightly the wrong colour. The ability to go over it again. No, don't like that one. You're never happy the first time, just kind of go back over it. Again, camera is not doing me any favours here today, I must admit. That's fine. We'll get there now. Oh, taking them away with me. Right, okay, what colour was that one there? See, when you get used to one brand of pens as well, you kind of know the colours that you really want, because you're using them all the time. But these ones, it's all new. That's fine. It's fine, all good. Looking for throwing the pens around here. Alison, I use alcohol pens for face. Mine look well dodgy when watercolours. Yeah, well. Handy Scanners here as well. So yeah, we're having a bit of a play today. I've got some, if you only just joined us, I've got some new sprays which I used earlier. If you've missed it, for doing this, which gloss sprays. So yeah, this is really, yeah, they're quite nice sprays. Do like them. And now I've got some new alcohol pens, which I promised you that I was going to get some new alcohol pens. So here they are. Again, never used these ones before, so it's always trying to trial and error to get the right colours when you're first starting off with these ones. So again, I don't know, some colours are way too dark, some colours are too light for me. But yeah, we'll just kind of go with it, go with the flow there, blend those colours in. I'll make sure I use kind of pale colour on the face here. Sorry if I'm squeaking a little bit. I'm kind of pressing down just to make sure I blend those colours in properly. And I'll go over with a couple of different colours just to make sure I get the right one. That's what you get. You try to use about 4 to 5 different colours in one go on. And then what I kind of do is I kind of blend those colours together. Just so you get the right one. You know, I think sometimes it's hard to go really wrong. No, if at first you don't succeed, just keep on trying until you get kind of a colour that you're kind of happy-ish with. And one of the things that you can do if you want to is obviously one of my favourite things is to go in with a blender, and then it'll solve all your problems out. Right, hair. So I'm looking to think about hair now. So using a yellow, you can see how many pens I start getting out. It's just absolutely crazy when you're colouring in. A lot of pens going out at the moment. So just try to get those colours. Right. Got to be sure green, grey, brown, gold. Okay, very light brown as well. Sometimes you can't remember what the colours were that you used on your other brand. So it's all kind of, that's way too dark, that one. You kind of learn as you go. So I'm just going to go in. He's got a blonde hair. So I'm just going in with the palish blonde colour I can get at the moment. So yellow, and we're going to add to that. Again, just wash in that there with a solid load of colour. I did forgot to colour his ear in. We'll come back to his ear now. I'm just colouring this in. Maybe we should use the bigger end. Right, okay. That'll be easier, Mark, wouldn't it? Right, okay. So first colour down, then we want to go in with a darker colour, which is, we need this colour brown, a very kind of, the colour's clay. Not sure about that one. Sand. There's a strange colour for sand, but that's fine. So I'm kind of going in with the darker bits on the edges here. So a few flicks here. Again, because it's only it's the size of your thumb, so you know, don't be too concerned that it's not perfect. You know, you can make it look, you know, pretty good just by a few different colours here. Then going back in with the yellow. Again, you want to just taking out some of the harshness of those lines that you just put in there. I mean, there are lots of videos for those people who are really into colouring big time. For me, I just need to be kind of getting on with it, and so I'm just adding a little bit more of a brighter colour there, just in his hair, just a little bit there, and also blending some of those out. Again, it just separates that skin colour that he's got as well. So just going with a few fine lines there, and then go back in with your pen and just blend them out just a touch there. Yes, one of the things that I do like to do, I do like sitting in front of the TV or watching your favourite programme, whatever it is, Coronation Street, or if you watch Coronation Street, that is. So yeah, that is not. I don't watch Coronation Street. That's not my thing. But you know, saying that, each to their own. Everyone's got their own favourite programme. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You like what you like, and that's as simple as that. Looking for a paler colour now. Sometimes when you forget the colours that you're using. Right. Okay. Sometimes the colours cancel each other out as well. Again, not ultra perfect, but hey, that's good enough. Right, let's colour in. We just need the phone to go in. I might colour in the belt as well. So I'm just going to probably get a grey for that. What colours we've got here? This is cold grey. I'll do. You can just colour in the phone there. You may not want to colour it in totally, just highlight some of those areas there. Maybe colour his belt in as well. And his boots. Again, I'm not being too careful with this at all, because I think the end result, you know, it just shows for itself, you know, what it's like. You know, I'm sure you take a lot longer if you're colouring in things than I will. Again, if you want to add highlights to it, then you can. I'm just going to colour that in. Now, I normally got a blend to do these things here, but what I'll do is just colour that in there. So I'm just using a jelly roll pen, a white one. I think it's white. The right number. Yeah. Make sure that's so. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight a couple of areas there. Just on the shoes there, nothing major. And the same on the phone. Again, just there's those little, there's slight details and highlights there that most people wouldn't notice. And blonde hair, blue eyes. Nearly forgot. Let's give him some eyes. Blue eyes there. Okay. Now, that's cool. That's already cut out. I think we want 3 standard colours here for our cans. So I'm going to do a red can. Again, this is one of those things that you just take your time doing. Very easy to do. Excuse my fingers. Red. We'll have a green can, red, green. I like this colour. That's nice green. Right. Okay. So quickly colouring this green. Do you know what? I haven't done colour. I haven't done this in ages. I've forgotten how much I enjoy doing it. I think I want a darker green on that. It's nice to be able to just, you know, sometimes you joining me, we're just sitting creating stuff, colouring in. It's great if you wanted to join in as well. So red, green, and we'll maybe do a blue one. I think I'll have a blue. Very primary colours here. This will just all kind of tie in with Max himself. And you know, it just adds to whatever you're doing here. Right, okay. Right, so we've got 3 cans, got that. Let's bring back our... Is everyone still there with us? Therapeutic. Is it really therapeutic, or are you falling asleep? I know. Let me know if you are falling asleep. Okay. So now we have our background. Again, it's come out really well. I think I do enjoy this, how shiny it actually is. Okay. So we're going to have our character back, bring him back, and just see how cool he is there. He's going to really stand out. And sometimes, you know, some people don't like that white outline, but if you've got a vibrant background, the white outline will make him really stand out. So I do like that sometimes. Sometimes I would dull it off. It depends on what you're doing. But I think I'm going to have that down there, and then I'll put the cans. We'll place the cans as well. So all I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to quickly get some. What am I going to get? Some glue. That's what I'm going to get, Mark. Right. Where's my glue gone? Haha. So I am using my. If you want to use your foam pads, please do. But I'm using the Pin Flare. This is the 3D silicone glue. Good stuff. This really good. Handcrafted by Gaz is a colouring coma. Is that right? I like that. I like that. I like that. Colouring coma. And Jeanette saying it's lovely watching somebody else colour in. Is it really? Is it therapeutic? Let me know. I see. I'm not sure. It's close between therapeutic and boring. So yeah. So I'm just going to get some of the glue, and we'll put that on the back here. just have them raised up, and it's just going to look so cool. Again, you know, you've seen me creating this virtually from the start. About the only thing I didn't do was cut him out on screen for you, but you know what die cutting's all about. I'm going to put some on the other leg there. Yep. Try not to make a mess. Okay. Oh, tripping everything every mark. Right. Okay. So just flip him over. That's just deciding where we're going to put him. Now I would have him in the centre, but because I think I'm going to have this here, and I'm going to add the cans here, so he's going to be slightly offset there. I think that's where he's going to go. He's not going to go right at the bottom. I'm going to have him raise a little bit there. Yeah, he's looking good. I like that. Oh, need to get some more characters back out again. Right, okay. So we've got him here. I'm going to do the U-Rock next, just so I know where I'm going to place everything else. You know, sometimes you don't do it in the order that you think you would do it. You know, maybe you'd want to put the cans in place, but I think it's better off doing it this way, just so you can see. Okay. Now again, you can have that flat, you can have it like that, and entirely too, you can have it there if you wanted to, but for this demonstration, I think I'm going to have it down here. I'm going to have it just around about there. I want to keep a little bit of a border. I'm not doing a yellow one just because it's kind of yellowish down at the bottom anyway, so I don't want it to get lost too much down there. Again, you just need one blob of glue on this. It's going to look good there. Another one here, and we'll just put the glue on this one as well. Again, you know, if you're making cards for people, this kind of style is absolutely stunning. You're never going to get something like this bought, that's for sure. Again, maybe just put them slightly up. Once you get it to the right place, just press it down gently. These go a little bit lower down, that's fine. And the third one, again, I'm thinking that this can is going to be kind of maybe down there. So we kind of get, you know, they're not all in a row, they're falling over, a bit messy. Max is definitely messy. Okay. So I think that's looking good. Tell you what we may want to do is we may want to put a little bit of a shadow going on there. So I'm just looking for the right colour grey. Okay, should try this one. Cool grey number 7. Not sure how dark this is going to be. Just quickly trying out. Just creating a little bit of a shadow. Oh, that's quite dark, but that's fine. We'll go with it. Okay, I've got that. Oh, cool grey number 3. Okay. So I might just put a little bit of shadow going on there. So it's nice to work out how it will work against the shiny. But it will work. You have to play a little bit with it. Alcohol pens on acrylic. That's yep. That's a new one on me. So again, just bear that in mind when you're creating stuff here. You may not get quite the same effect that you wanted. But we've got a little bit of a shadow going on there. And again, if you want to just darken the edge of those oh, this one stopped. Oh, we can use this one. Just go with the edge there on those cans. And then with my white pen, I'm just gonna see, it's all these little small details that you don't, you take for granted, but they have to be added in. I should have done this before I stuck it down. That's fine. Just a little bit of a white line there, just to highlight those cans. Definitely should have done it before I put it down. There we go. And the same with Max. Just get this bit of pen out there. Right, that's nearly finished here. Okay. I do have a better pen. Where's my better Posca pen? I was using them earlier. Right, okay. Right, okay, so just careful with this now. Just a few highlights here and there. Again, makes all the difference. Go back over that with that pen. This pen's much better. And a little highlight on those jeans. See, it's these little highlights just make all the difference when you're creating stuff. Okay. I think we're pretty much done with that now. So look, see what you think. Yeah, that's pretty much done, I think. That looks pretty good. Happy with that. Again, you don't have to do a lot. Sometimes, less is more, and the colours and the backgrounds and everything on top really do stand out and just make that work. Again, you've got that added dimension going on there as well, which is nice. But again, there's something that you wouldn't be able to miss this in a shop at all. Really, really nice. I do like that. So I think we're pretty much done with that. Again, it wasn't taking too long, he says. A little bit longer, obviously, for colouring in on a Thursday night. But hey, I hope you enjoyed that. What do we think? Again, brand new products, never used them before. It's good. I do like those gloss sprays, absolutely fantastic. And the pens work really well. I just got to suss out I better put my lid on here. Suss out what colour works best for skin tones. And then, normally you'll have a set, maybe 10, 20 colours that you'll use all the time. I haven't got there yet because literally you just saw me using them for the very first time. So again, may not have been exactly the colours I would have chosen. Maybe we would have gone over with maybe 2 or 3 colours for the t-shirt. It's entirely up to you how you do it. But again, if you're starting out or you're just doing a live, it's all fun and games, and it's never going to come out entirely as you expect. But I hope you enjoyed that this evening. As I say, looking forward to next week. We've got a brand new launch, so you're going to love it. I think you'll love it. If you've loved the last release, this is going to like a continuation. It's going to flow into it. And if you haven't got the last release, you should really get it. They're going to work absolutely amazing together. I'm really pleased with them, and I can't believe they're coming out for Christmas. So isn't it a good? It's probably one of the last releases by a company this year. So so it's worth tuning in next week. Sign up, hit the bell for notifications, and you will know exactly when I'm going live. Sometimes people miss it, but obviously, if you ring that bell for the notifications as well, you're going to get a little like ping on your phone, or a notification anyway. You know what I mean. Right, I shall leave you to it. I'm going to have the rest of the evening with my darling wife. She's she's having a well-earned rest after a very hard day. So thank you very much for watching and tuning in. I hope you enjoyed what I created there, and I will see you next week. See you soon. Bye-bye now.